our tutorial for today, good afternoon, is all about air draft calculation and of course, how we can get the air draft clearance from the bridge until the seabed. No? So, our discussion for today focus about the safety of our vessels in terms of passing below the bridge. No? So, pag tayo ay nagpapass through sa bridge, ano ba yung mga kailangan natin i-consider so that we can calculate the air draft clearance. So with that, let us define first what are the different terms related to this discussion. Number one, air draft. Okay? So for example, I draw a vessel here. So this is our vessel. Ayan siya. Mark ko natin. Okay? And this is the bridge, accommodation, and this is the antenna of our vessel. And we are talking about aircraft. So the aircraft is the distance, no? Ayan, okay? Distance from the highest point of the vessel until the water line. So gaano kataas yung antenna ng barko? So that is the key goal of our discussion. So to know that, we need first the dimension of our vessels. No? So, the first thing that we need to do is the highest point where we can get this to the ship's particular. So, ship's particular are document that is provided to us that provides different details depending on the vessel's constructions in terms of length overall, highest point, breadth, and etc. So, we will be posting the picture later where we get this distance. So, yung distance po, from the antenna, okay, antenna to siya, until the keel, okay, so ayan po, until the keel yan, ayan, is 32.0 as per ship's particular, 32.0 meters. Then, our ship's draft was provided to us, okay, as defined, 8.0 meter. So, let us do the math, 32.0, 8.0 meters. So the answer will be 24.0 meters. No? So i-minus mo lang. So you're going to subtract 32 to 8 so that you can get the air draft. So the air draft is the distance from the antenna until the water line. No? So next key details that we need to get is the air gap. So the air gap naman po is the distance from the bridge, yung nasa bridge, until the water line. Okay? So, kukunin natin yung air gap depending on the sailing direction. No? So, sa mga libro, sailing direction, guide to port entry, or if the agent will provide us the air gap, then we're going to calculate for the vertical clearance. So, our air gap is 24.0. Air gap, no? We get it from the agent, no? Nagbigay po sila ng 18.0 meters. So, yung gagawin po natin, i-minus lang natin yung 18.0, ang sagot is 6.0. Okay? Eh, nagkaroon po ng tide. No? We need to consider also the tide or squat. No? So, for this, these are all static air draft. It means that the vessel is not moving. But if the vessel is moving, we can consider also the squat, back effect, and etc. No? But for this example, we consider only the draft and the tide. Okay? So for example, according to the tide table na binigay po ng agent, nagkaroon ng low tide. Okay? So nagka-low tide ng 3.0 meters. Okay, low tide na. Ayan. Okay. So 3.0. So let us understand first the principle before we do the math. Low tide. Okay? So dito, calculate muna natin yung UKC. So we have the draft here, 8.0, and the charted depth that you saw on the paper chart or ECDIS is 30.0 meters. So the UKC is, ayan, charted depth 30.0. And 8.0, UKC is 22.0 meters. So now we're going to apply the tide. Okay, so the tide that we have is 3.0. So dito sa principle po ng UKC, bumaba po yung tubig. So mas bumaba din po directly yung UKC. So the answer will be 19.0 meters. Okay? So applying the low tide in airdrop vertical clearance po. So we're going to add. Now why? Because once you go down, once the water go down, the clearance on the bridge are getting high. So we're going to add this, and the vertical clearance, airdrop clearance of it is air 9.0 meters. Now, okay, so ganito po yung pag-solve for static UKC and for static airdrop. But then again, we're going to upload some video that provides details for squat, back effect, and etc. No? So this is the key principle on airdrop. I hope you learned a lot.